Two flies I like fishing at this time of year, this rough olives I call them. Basically there's a grey version, this one here, and then I've got like a dark olive. Both are good patterns and good colours for this time. And a rough and ready fly in a blustery day, windy day, which we get in the autumn obviously. We get good hatches just towards the end of the season at this time of the year, and as I say, I tie them in 14s and 16s, the two sizes I like. These are size 14s. Now the hook I'm using is a full and mill, this one, the Ultimate Dry, in this case a size 14. Now I'm going to tie the dark olive one. The thread I'm going to be using makes a bit of squeaky noise, but the one I'm going to be using is the Uni 80 Olive, and the grey, as I say, I like the Cahill, this one, so you can tie the grey version. It's very simple to tie. You basically start about a mil or so from the eye, come down, I usually come down to the point of the hook, come back up and stop about 2 mil from the eye. That gives me the position for the wing. And the wing is just simple, it's just some roe deer, well marked. You don't need a lot, don't go too heavy. Just trim away from the skin, open out the end fibres, just take away any broken ends or underfur. What we're going to do is stack it. So what we do is tips first into the stacker, tap in your desk, and you'll see how the tips have all lined up. If I get it in focus, there we are. So then what we do, remove it from the stacker. You're looking for a wing length. I would say the shank of the hook is ideal. I don't go too big. So you're looking for the shank, so the tips there to here. That tied forward. Come round with a couple of turns, tighten up. Another one. At this point I just make sure, keep a hold of the waist ends, don't let them go. Once I'm happy with the position, then I can tighten up. And then what I like to do is break away the deer here. There we are. The thread cuts into the deer here. You may miss the odd one, so don't worry about that. Make sure that's tidy. Now I'm going to come back up. Just making sure the deer hair is in the right area. It's a good length. That's fine, I'm happy with that. Bring the thread to the back. So we're tying the tail on the way down. The tail's just Coq-de-Leon fibre. You're looking around about, I like a good half dozen fibres. Just bring them 90 degrees from the stem. Tail them away. Good length in the fibre, at least the hook length. Just going to trim this. Wax the thread, catch it on. I say, keep it on the top of the shank. Keep a hold of the tips of the fibre. Just as it starts to come round the bend, I'll take the thread underneath the fibres, come round. Obviously at that point I'll let it go, pull towards the eye, and then do a turn on top. And what that does, it just opens out the fibres. You see there, spreads the fibre, so it gives it a lot of support at the back. Now the dubbing I'm using is Squirrel dub, SLF Squirrel dub, which you get in all different colours, and the colour I'm going to be using is the dark olive just behind there. You can tie different versions. It's a great fibre, so you don't need much, just a wee drop. Just lightly dub it on. Just work your way up. Nice and tight. Just take your time. Take away the long fibre, or two it's there. There we go. Now this is just a Grizzle, this is a white and Grizzle saddle, cock saddle. The Hebert Minor. I've dyed it olive. You obviously bare some of the stem so that you can then tie it in. Now what I normally do is I catch it at the back, a couple of turns, lift the wing. The stem, I don't know if you can see it just under there, I come to the front and I tie this in. So it's nice and tight. Make sure you wax your thread at this point so there's grip. Now what I do normally is just a couple of turns at the back with the hackle. And then I work the hackle through the deer hair, spreading the fibres. So just come through, pull some fibres back. There's one, do some more. Just 2 turns, come to the front and lift the wing up. I usually do a couple of turns in front. Push that fibre there. Just take your time, there's always one. Even if you do catch 1 or 2, don't worry about it. Then we catch these in nice and tight. With a wax thread gives you plenty of grip. Good half dozen turns. Nice sharp pair of scissors come in, trim. And then usually I go straight in and whip finish. Any excess wax, just clean it with your nail, your finger. Trim that away. There we are. Now what I do with this fly, I keep it as it is at this point. But normally I would trim away the underside, the hackle. But if you can get away with using that, just keep it on, but don't trim it until you're ready. And all you just simply do is just straight cut underneath, and that's it. So it's basically a hackled palmer, or a hackled, a comparadon style fly. It's very simple. As I say, the grey version, there's the grey, it's just the natural. Squirrel at the back, same tail, grey hackle, natural grey hackle. The deer hair's the same, it's just have a light and a dark. Tie them in size 14s and 16s are the 2 main sizes I would use. And I'm sure spring of the year and at this time of the year, it's a good pattern to have in your box. So, wee touch of varnish, and don't be shy with the varnish. Make sure you put it in there, not do any harm to your fly. Your fly will last far longer if you do that. Piece of wire here just to make sure the eye's clean. And there we go. Use whatever floating you like, and it'll stand out a mile all day. And good in a rough day. I like rough water with this fly. And in the winter or the autumn months, you do get windy, blustery days. So, and these flies take all the abuse, and they'll keep catching. So, I hope you enjoyed that. And that's I simply call a rough olive, a dark rough olive. And I hope you enjoyed that. If you enjoy the videos, please subscribe. And thank you for watching.